Alright guys, so I did have a full video for this, but unfortunately, as you will hear in the end of the recording, Rupert pulled out the SSD that I had. I have a USB SSD that I record all my videos to. Rupert pulled it out of my computer halfway through the recording, so you're going to miss all of the early rounds. But I will explain to you what I did. I basically played a normal Goblin Gamble game. You've seen me play enough Goblin Gambles. Essentially, what I do is I buy as many goblins as possible, but I played the Devastator version, so I didn't play the Wizard version. So the difference between the Wizard version and the Devastator version is you are less pressured to level 9 when you're playing the Wizard version because you don't need Devastator. I actually invested all of my gold beyond 50 into levels, and then I just played, when I was lacking units, I just played good units. So for instance, like I just played a random Razor Claw because Razor Claw is a good unit. I was playing Fallen Witcher as well because obviously I wanted to play the Fallen Witcher build. I actually set out at the start of this video to play this build because I think it's a really fun late game build. It does usually do incredibly well in the late game, and very few builds will beat it. I'm going to put that out there, just because when you watch the video, you'll see what happened. But very few builds beat this build. And also, you have a 3-star Fallen Witcher just doing insane damage, and it's really fun. Again, Fallen Witcher is my favorite unit in the game, without a doubt. So this is why I wanted to play this build. Positioning wise doesn't really matter. I generally just make sure that my Devastator is up front. The reason I need to make sure my Devastator is up front is because he places his bomb in front of him, which means you want it to be as close to the enemy as possible, and if they're playing ranged units like mages or hunters and he's at the back line, his bomb's never going to hit anybody, so there's no point playing Devastator at the back. You always play him at the front. And Dark Spirit I keep just behind the front line, especially if I've got Magicka Crystals on him. If I've got Magicka Crystals on him, I put him at the back line because that allows him to cast his ultimate naturally anyway. And you want your Fallen Witcher to have defensive itemization, so anything defensive, armor, magic resist, health, and a bit of attack speed, and those are the only things that you need on Fallen Witcher. You do not need to give him offensive items. He gets enough offensive stats from his transformation. He doesn't actually need any offensive items. And you put him at the front to transform as quickly as possible. And then he gets the Goblin defensive boost of the armor and the health regen, which makes him, in most situations, nigh on unkillable. You'll see what happens. I've only got the last 10 minutes of this game because Rupert pulled out the plug of my SSD halfway through, but it still was a good late game, and it also shows the build at its full potential, so a bit of a shorter video for you today. So remember, the Switch giveaway has ended for November and October. If you have an inbox reply on your YouTube, make sure you check because that you have won the giveaway. The unlisted draw video will be going up today. I have to upload it after this video, and then I'm going to add the link to this description and to every description for the rest of the week so no one can miss it. That video just shows you how I draw my giveaway. Basically, I put every video since I started the giveaway into a random comment generator. That random comment generator will then draw a comment, and that comment will then go into a list. I give each of those comments a number, and then I have numbers from 1 to whatever that number is of the last comment. And then I go to Google random number generator, generate a number between 1 and whatever that number is, and then I pick that number that gets given to me. I put it against my list of comments, and the comment that that number corresponds to wins the giveaway. It's as fair as I can do it with YouTube comments. But if you want to get involved in more giveaways, my social media, at Excoundrel on Twitter and Instagram, I'm doing giveaways on those channels over the next few weeks before Christmas as well, so make sure you get in. There'll probably be things like Apple vouchers, Google Play vouchers, that kind of stuff, so you guys can spend it in whatever games you like. Alright, I'll see you soon. Oh, well, I guess I'll see you in a minute when I'm doing this video. I had a really good recording, and Rupert managed to pull out the USB drive while I was playing this game, so I'm gonna see if it did save, but for the most part I'm just gonna try and keep it where I am. We had a really good game. This is a really good game. We've got a 3-star Fallen Witcher with goblins, which is what I was aiming for when I started the game. I was like, we're gonna start the game and try and do 3-star Fallen Witcher with goblins, and then Rupert pulled out my USB storage device, and I don't think it recorded half the game. So what we're gonna get is the end game. I kind of just want to show you this build because it is, whilst it is definitely difficult to get, it's a build that is incredibly strong. There was a lot of good decisions that were made this game, and I'm really sad that we're not going to be able to get to see most of them, but it is a 5k Fallen Witcher. You'll notice that I haven't put many offensive items on him, because offensive items are not good on Fallen Witcher. Let's put that on him. That's this is kind of mixed defensive, but offensive items in general are not good on Fallen Witcher. The best items for Fallen Witcher almost all the time are going to be defensive items, because the longer he's got so much offensive power built into his kit naturally, that you don't really need to play offensive items with him. I'm hoping that this guy, Hikaru, I'm hoping that he survives long enough so that we can get to a really like awesome stage of the game, because I'm thinking about going to level 10 and then bringing in something else. I don't really know what I'd bring in at level 10, but maybe I'd bring in to be honest, I'd probably bring in Taboo Witcher so that my Fallen Witcher doesn't get destroyed by this guy's Taboo Witcher. Because actually I'm starting to struggle here, although I've got the bears spawned now, so that's good. Actually, I might even be out. I might even be out versus this guy. It's going to be close. Oh, 1 HP, okay. Do I need to go to level 10? And I think I need to go to level 10. Or I just need to roll. Let's wait until the Black Dragon King's over, and then we can think about do what we need to do. So this can be made into this. Let's combine. And let's put on that. Let's put that on. Yeah. This is combinable. Put on. Also put on. Give him teleport dagger. Dragon blood axe, another one. And a lucky coin. Yeah. So I think I want the lucky coin on my Fallen Witcher so that he can dodge a bit more. I'm actually going to give the dragon blood axe to my dark spirit. Can we go to level 10? We can. And then we can put in another Ripper. I think for the time, Rupert, please, for the time being, it's probably a good decision. Alright, we instantly got a really good, we instantly got a great Dark Spirit ultimate there. I'm thinking that our best option is going to be putting in Taboo Witcher so that we can actually get the increased damage from our Fallen Witcher, because right now he's getting shut down by the enemy Taboo Witcher. Okay, we won that round. Dark Spirit, which gives me a Dark Spirit 2. And then we're going to take this Taboo Witcher, and we're going to take out this Ripper, and we're going to put a random Taboo Witcher in. The reason we're putting Taboo Witcher in, I'm actually a little bit concerned at the positioning. Okay, he's just switched over to the other side. Randomly. I don't want my Taboo Witcher basically struggling with damage. Which is what's been happening here. You can see now he's not struggling with damage and he's actually doing some good work. Nice. That's why I put the Taboo Witcher in, because basically his Taboo Witcher was shutting down my Fallen Witcher, and that was an issue. I really hope I can go back and somehow find this game. Okay. I think this is fine. I don't care if my... Yeah, I love this item. It's just locking down his, Shadowcrawler for such a long period of time. Now I just need to get a Devastator too. The only thing that I have, an issue that I have with this guy is he's not actually running any armor. There's another Ripper. Okay. Is he not moving? He's not moving, right? Yes, Rupee Poopy. Okay, so he's like split his stuff up, and the thing is, the best chance I think he has of beating me is by not allowing my, or splitting up his roster entirely so he doesn't get killed by the Dark Spirit, but also not allowing my Fallen Witcher to transform by. I don't actually know why my Fallen Witcher hasn't transformed for ages here, but yeah, there we go. Nice. I'm so sad that we didn't get the start of this game because it was such an insane game. Glacier Clan? Okay, let's just not roll on Glacier Clan. Is he looking for adding in a random helicopter? Is he looking to go to... I mean, he should be looking to go to 10, right? That should be his goal, should be to go to 10. Rupee Doopy. So this is probably going to be a much shorter video than usual, because if I haven't been able to recover the footage from my drive that Rupert pulled out midway through recording, then we're going to have like a 10-minute video of me just showing you this this late game build, which I suppose is a little bit different. It's not too bad. Massively different to my normal videos though. Ring of Life and Life Crystal, and then we have another. Well, I don't think they stack, right? So we can give this to him. Oh my god, that's really good as well. And then we give this to my Dark Spirit. Are we rolling for Devastator 2? That's Tsunami Stalker. Don't really need it. Taboo Witcher. Let's go. Can we get another Dark Spirit? What am I looking at here? He needs to line his Taboo Witcher up with my Fallen Witcher. Did he go to 10? No, he's 9. So how many rounds do we have left in, do we think? Okay, I transformed finally. Double that refresher orb on the bear through the. See, there was a really big play where I put a refresher orb I put a refresher orb on a. Put a refresher orb on this guy, Razorclaw, and it ended up allowing me to spawn 2 bears in the mid game, which kept me alive. That's basically the play that kept me in this game. Another Dark Spirit. Where are all the bloody Devastators this game? He needs to line this up with my Fallen Witcher, to be honest with you. Yeah, still not there. That on my Devastator, but he's just not managing to get it. Oh, that was a terrible, terrible Dark Spirit ultimate, though. So we have to be careful. Luckily, my Fallen Witcher just doesn't die, but that was a terrible Dark Spirit ultimate. That was a really, really, really bad Dark Spirit ultimate. That was maybe the worst Dark Spirit ultimate that I could have hoped for, actually, and I think I'm going to lose now. Yeah, I'm out. Can you... Dark Spirit, why did you betray me? I've been beating him every round and you... Oh, no. This build was insane. It should have been unbeatable. Oh. I mean, that couldn't be helped. That's just random RNG or the Dark Spirit ultimate. It just decided to ult the Lord of Sand 2 instead of ulting anything else. If it had ulted anything else, we would have been fine. But it decided to ult the Lord of Sand 2, which meant that we had a Dark Spirit ultimate that was on nobody the entire fight. And versus Feathered and versus Knights, Dark Spirit ultimate is really strong. And now to find out if I actually have the rest of the recording. That is a really strong comp, by the way. Shouldn't have lost. As you could see, I was beating him over and over again. Just very, very, very unfortunate that Dark Spirit decided to ult the Lord of Santu. Ah, that's so annoying. I thought that we were definitely going to make a comeback with that build, and we were. We definitely were making a comeback, but oh my god.